Hey guys, it's Sharon here, and welcome back to my channel. And I'm back with another adult coloring book review, and I'm doing this at a slightly different angle. I'm trying to experiment a little bit so that I can get all of the book in frame, because sometimes I have a little bit of a hard time with that, and I have to maneuver the book a little bit. But we're going to try this and see if we can go ahead and try to get everything in frame, and hopefully this will work out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get cracking with the coloring book review. We are going to be doing some Sweet Escapes Geometrical Patterns Volume 2, right there. And this is just a little coloring book. It's paperback, and there's like 40 designs in here. I got this off of Amazon, and I think this was pretty inexpensive. I think there's other coloring books like this, but I got volume 2 because it appealed to me. So that's the front cover. Here is the back, and I'll go ahead and read you the little blurbs that we have on the back. And it just says, a quirky, entertaining collection of geometric patterns for a light and easy distraction, designed specifically to provide you with an effortless sweet escape. And then there's another little blurb on the beneath it. Let's see, this book includes 40 one-sided pages to whisk you away from everyday stress for minutes or hours at a time. And then I think the author has her signature right there on the back of it there. I think her name is B something or other. Anyway, let's go ahead and flip through the book. Now, as it said, it is one-sided. So we just have the pictures on the right-hand side. And let me just move this a little bit so we can get everything in frame. And I hope you guys can see this okay. My camera's a little further away to try to get everything in frame, but hopefully, you'll be able to see everything and it's not going to look too far away or blurry or whatever. So anyway, we have this little title page, and you can color this page as well. It's got one of the patterns in it that you can color. And then here is, on the left-hand side, the copyright page. So let's go ahead and get into the designs a little bit, and I will give this little flip through. Now, a lot of these designs are not too terribly difficult. There's some that are more difficult than others, but a lot of these are pretty quick and easy to do. The pages are not perforated, so you won't be able to easily take them out of the book. You can try to cut them out, but I don't really do that for my books. I just keep the pages in there. I've not colored anything in this book, really. What I tend to do, which I explain in a lot of my videos, is I tend to copy the pages that I want to color onto other paper, because then I can still keep the original image, and it preserves the life of my coloring book. And if I screw something up, then I've got the original image I can copy again and redo it or whatever. Or if I want to color it again in different colors, I can do that. The paper quality in this is not great. It's pretty thin. It kind of feels like that Create Space paper. But this was a pretty inexpensive coloring book. I think it was under $4. I will try to find the link for it on Amazon, and we'll put that in the description section if I am successful. So as the book said, it's got 40 different designs on it, and most of them are pretty easy to do. They're not all that difficult. Some of these kind of remind me of the mindfulness coloring book a little bit, but you know, if you're just looking for something kind of quick and easy, that's not an actual object, like if you want something abstract, this is a good book to have. And when I first started coloring, I really got into the mandalas and the geometric patterns. So this was not one of the first ones I bought, but this was probably one of the earlier ones I bought, because I was really getting a lot of things with the geometrics and the mandalas before I got into, you know, before I started getting like fairies and dragons and stuff. But these pages are, this is really nice to do like on a winter's day, I think. And if you're just, wanting to just kind of do something sort of mindlessly, I guess, you know, if you just want to kind of zone out and just color, like if you're watching TV or listening to an audiobook, this is a great book to be able to do that with. And we're getting near the end of the book, so it's a little harder to turn the pages. And I don't want to skip any. Move my hand out of the way so you guys can see. And we're getting almost to the end. Some of them have thicker black lines. Some of them have the, what I call, I guess, the normal average outlines. This is printed on white paper, but again, the paper quality isn't that great. So, okay, here is a test page. So you can actually test your mediums if you want to. They give you a, and then here's the back cover with nothing on the inside of it. Same thing with this cover here. There's nothing, there's no examples or anything of the picture. So let me go ahead and give you my thoughts on this book and a rating. Now, I like that it's single-sided. So you can go ahead and use whatever medium you want to. I would steer, like if you're going to, if you're going to color directly in this book, I would definitely stay away from watercolors because this paper is not great. And you will probably destroy it very, very quickly, especially if you add too much water. So you could try some ink tints or some watercolor pencils. Just really, really be careful of the water, but I would steer clear of actual watercolors. You can use markers on it. Just put something in between your pages to protect your next design because this paper will likely bleed through very, very easily because it's not great paper. It's not a great paper quality. So I would be very, very cautious. But the fact that it's single-sided, you can get away with doing more mediums besides colored pencils. Just, like I said, put something in between the pages to protect your next page, or else you could end up having some issues and then you're not going to be a happy camper. The pages are not perforated. So if you're one of those who like to take the pages out of your book, you may have a little bit of a harder time doing it. And actually, a lot of the designs are kind of really close to the spine. So if you're going to cut them out, you're going to have to be really careful. You may want to take it to Staples or something and have it unbound like some people do. So just be very aware of that. The paper quality is not great, like I said. But I like the designs. If you're looking for something relatively easy to do, this is a good book to have, and it's very inexpensive. I think it was under $4, so you're really not going to go wrong with it as far as the designs go, I believe, if geometrics is your thing to do. So out of 5 stars, I would rate this book a 4 stars, just because the paper quality isn't good. So coloring directly in the book, you may have a hard time if you use other things besides colored pencils. You'll have to... Alright guys, sorry about that. I got... every time I start to film a video, I get these phone calls. Anyway, and it was probably a telemarketer. Anyway, as I was saying, you're going to have to be cautious if you use other things other than colored pencils to color. Mainly this gets a 4-star because the paper quality isn't that great. But the designs are really cool. I like the designs, and they give you quite a few pages. So just the paper quality just is a big turnoff for me. And I guess I'm a bit of a paper snob. And this isn't like the newsprint coloring books like you would find with the kids coloring books, but still the paper feels kind of rough. It doesn't feel very pleasant. So if you're wanting one with really good paper quality, this is not going to be the book that has that in there. But if you can get past that, and if you like the designs in this would be a good book to have. So anyway, that is my review of the Sweet Escapes Geometric Patterns Volume 2. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. So leave a comment, tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more coloring book reviews and other things. Hit the like button, and you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.